Hello everybody. This is a tournament you can join for Shadow Era, and it's a really great tournament because there are so many great prizes for playing in this tournament. So first of all, this is called Road to Glory, and my friend Frankenstein is going to be putting this tournament on. He's hosting it, and he's giving away some great prizes. You can get 1,250 Shadow Crystals, 3 pick of cards, which lets you get any card in the game for free, and a pet. So that's a really good first place prize. Second and third also are getting prizes. And I believe there are some participation prizes, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I highly recommend you join this because so far we're trying to get to 16 players and we're at about like 6 players, I think. So your chances to get first, second, or third right now at least are 1 and 2. It's really, really high. So um, and then the other thing in your favor is the fact that everyone is going to be at a disadvantage of having to play only cards from Call of the Crystals. This is a really old format, so a lot of the players who are really experienced, they're still gonna have to get used to some of these older cards, and for that reason, I think even if you are a newer player, this is a great tournament that you can join. Now, I am gonna be linking the deck submission and everything in the description of this video, so please check that out to join. Now, just a couple of things. It's gonna be a best of 5. And the way tournaments work in Shadow Era, for the most part, except for a few of them, is that you schedule your games during the week at any time at your convenience, as long as your opponent agrees. So you and your opponent just message each other and find a time that works for both of you. You play your 5 games, or in this case, it would be 3 to 5 games, depending on the results, and then that is how you'll do it until there's gonna be a couple rounds, and then after a couple weeks the tournament will be over, and then the winners will get their prizes. Now, you do have to have Telegram. Now, Telegram is a free chat app. I highly recommend you get Telegram because most people who play Shadow Era in these tournaments are part of Telegram. The reason is that it's really hard to organize matches with people who are sometimes in other parts of the world. So there are a lot of apps that might be more US centric that other people in other countries don't use, and Telegram is a great international app that everyone has access to, that everyone can join and basically text their opponents that way. So that's why Shadowrunner uses Telegram. It's free, it's quite secure, they have encryption, so they're not gonna it's going to be much more secure than some other chat services. Overall, I have nothing but good things to say about Telegram. I think it's great. Now, yeah, essentially, you're going to be playing with the first ever set of Shadow Era, those cards only. And maybe, you want to join this tournament, and I think a lot of people are in this situation. They want to join this tournament, but they have no idea what to play. So I'm going to give you some suggestions for what to play. And actually, these are not my decks. These are going to be the Shadow Era 2012 World Championship decks. And you can go to this website and find all these decks yourself. I'll be posting this again in the description of this video. I highly recommend that you take a look at this article and you can just net deck some of the decks you see here. In 2012, there was only Call of the Crystals. You had to play decks with only cards from Call of the Crystals. And these are the decks that did the best. Magia, Zaladar, Moonstalker, Lance, Banebow, Amber were like the top tier, and then you have a couple others that kind of were present. Now, interestingly, the person who won ended up playing Xana, so not a popular hero, but quite a strong one. And so I'll start with that. Xana was the World Championship deck. And as you can see, some of these cards are really old. Jasmine, Alden, Tainted Oracle, Raven Wildheart, and Stormcaller. These are all cards you rarely see today. To be fair, you do see Alden a lot, and you do see Tainted Oracle a lot, but the other cards have fallen off. And so this is really cool. Normally you wouldn't be playing these cards, but because of the tournament, it's going to make you want to play these cards. Now you have Retreat, Healing Touch, Focus Prayer, Resurrection, and Tidal Wave as the abilities here, Wizened Staff, and the King's Pride as the items. And so I think this is a really cool list because it just shows you how people were building decks back in the day before they had all these other tools. I think priests particularly have gotten, a bunch of really neat stuff. Devoted Knight is a staple in Xana right now. Glass Chalice, cards like that are not necessarily going to be available, and so you have to work with something like this. Now you have second place, Amber, having a very rushy kind of build. And then another Warrior, Amber again here. And so, yeah, I think you can look through these decks. Here is a Boris. Looks like Warriors are really popular. And just look through these decks. Again, the links will be in the description. Choose one you like and just try it and bring it to this tournament. And, worst case scenario, you might get a lot of good experience playing the game at against other people who are really interested in the game. And so, I highly recommend joining Road to Glory. Check the description of this video to go and sign up. Then join Telegram, join the room, and I will see you there. Thanks for watching.